What's up, my friends? Welcome to the Live Wide Open podcast. I'm your host, Randy B. Ramirez, also known as Wide Open Randy, and I'm here to serve anyone who's looking to level up from the current situation. This show is dedicated to helping raise the bar for all the motorsport enthusiasts out there, those who want more out of life, those who want to do more, those who want to be more, those who love the thrill, the joy, and the connection of what these high performance engines bring into our lives. Because holding it wide open is just what we do. Being a good freaking person is who we are, and living our lives to the fullest is the lifestyle that we choose. Man, today we're going to be talking about superheroes in disguise. Like, we're going to be talking about those amazing humans who will give it all for us. Those humans that are a rare breed of women who sacrifice everything for their offspring. Today we're going to be diving into how mothers are true superheroes in disguise. You see, regardless of age or gender, mothers are important because without them, none of us would exist. Like, a mother brings a child into life. Mothers shape our character. Mothers show us determination and dedication. Mothers show us unconditional love. Mothers show us how to be resilient. Mothers are a true example of what can be done when you put your heart and soul into something. They really are. They are brave, they are loving, they are powerful beyond measure. See, mothers pave the road to life. They make sacrifices so their kids can have a better life than they did growing up. They'll go to war for you, and in my opinion, they are true freaking superheroes. They really are. You see, my mom was one of 15 kids, and she was the youngest of all the siblings in her family. And they're all from one marriage. It's crazy. That's a lot of kids back then. People just had kids. My mother was born and raised in Colombia, and our family wasn't really well off. Actually, we were just barely getting by, and they had to do what they had to do just to be able to keep living. That's a lot of kids to raise. That's a lot of mouths to feed. That's a lot of human beings, man. And so when my mom got pregnant with me, she made one of the toughest decisions in her life. She really did. Like, she literally picked up everything that she had, and she decided to leave her entire family to come here to the US in search of a better life. Like, a life better for her, but more specifically, a life better for me. Like, she sacrificed everything to give me the opportunity to be able to excel in the land of opportunity, because this really is the land of opportunity. And that's a sacrifice that not a lot of people are willing to make. Like, could you imagine how she felt? Like, moving to a country where she didn't know the language, but was so desperate to find a better life that she didn't let that hold her back. That's some pretty hardcore shit right now. Like, I don't even know if I would be willing to make that sacrifice. Like, it's very difficult to go to places. I mean, lucky enough to travel different places in the world. And when I go to places where I don't speak the language, I'm like, I feel lost. I feel intimidated. I feel like, holy shit. And could you imagine just picking up and going there and starting a new life, like from scratch, just not knowing what's up ahead, but you were so desperate to just to find something better for you and the kid that you bring into this world? That's amazing, man. That really is. And my friends, the unconditional love and support that we get from our mothers, it's like no other. Like, they know how to multitask, they know how to manage their time. They, like, have you ever seen a mother with her kid? Like, they freaking are like superheroes. They're figuring it all out. They're doing this, they're doing that, and they're raising their kids, they're working, they're doing whatever they need to do in order to thrive. Like, they follow their intuition to help their offspring. They do whatever they need to do to fight for what's theirs. Like it's ingrained in their soul or something. Like, and I look up to that very much. Mothers are true superheroes in disguise, man. And a lot of the times, not even in disguise. Like, if you look at a mother that has multiple kids and is making things happen, it's not very difficult to see that she's a true superhero. And if you're willing to actually pay close attention, go deeper, and really study how a mother raises, how she lives, how she goes about everything, how she gets everything done, mothers can teach us very valuable lessons about life. Like, mothers teach us how to be resilient in the face of adversity. Like, they show us the power of nurturing and caring for their loved ones. Like, mothers show us what great things can come when you are willing to sacrifice it all. Like they really do. Like I remember when we got older, things got very challenging for us. For several years actually they did, for multiple years, man. And by this time, like it was my two younger brothers, my mom and me. We're all living in a little apartment. And and my mom led the example of what it was to work your ass off and to be able to feed your family. Like, well, I was young at the time and I really didn't see the full picture until my older years. And it's just, something that I wish I would have picked up on a lot earlier because I would have supported her a lot more. But my mom worked her fucking ass off just to be able to put food on the table for all of us. Like, she worked multiple jobs at the same time. Like, throughout the day, while raising three young men, all of which weren't easy to deal with. That's some fucking hardcore shit right there. And seeing her work day in and day out, like 6 days a week, sometimes 7 days a week, it really instilled this hardcore work ethic in me that I won't ever let myself fail. Like, and sure, I may have setbacks. We all do. No matter how many times I fall, I'll always get back up because of what I saw growing up. She literally led the example for me, for my brothers. And I'll forever thank her for that. Her example led me to adopt the mindset of really never giving up. No matter how hard things may seem, as long as you keep showing up every single time, your time will come. You see, I've seen my mom be brave when others would have folded. I've seen her risk it all time and time again just so we could have some nice clothes or even some shoes to wear. Like, there's some things, man, that I'm thinking back now and just having flashbacks. It's like, wow, like the more I think about it, the more I I admire her. Like I truly am. And because mothers, like, man, they influence our beliefs. Mothers influence our values. Mothers influence our mindset. Like our mothers instill this confidence and self-belief into our beings because they'll go to battle for what's theirs despite not knowing if they will even succeed. Because in their eyes, it's succeeding or fucking succeeding. There's no other fucking thing. They're either going to succeed or they're going to succeed or they're going to die trying. Like, like that's it. It's either going to work or it's going to work. It's not going to work. That doesn't exist in their vocabulary. They're fucking badass, man. They'll like take on anyone who gets in their way. I've seen mothers like pull out this amazing strength out of nowhere just to defend their kids. Like, and now that's some fucking true superhero shit right there. Like, they'll fight a bear, lift up a car, stand in anyone's way to protect what's theirs. They really will. And you read stories about that. I have never physically seen a mother fight a bear, lift up a car, but I have read up about it that they pull this crazy strength when their kid is under a car and end up lifting it up all because they wanted to protect their offspring. Look that up, Google it, and I'm sure you'll find it. It's fucking pretty impressive. And if you're blessed to still have your mother around, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to do me a favor, and I want you to pay attention to this because if you do this, I promise you that you will come and thank me later. If you stay consistent with it, I promise that you will, because this is something that I've implemented in my life. And I'm so glad and I'm so grateful for me to do this every single time, every single week. Like, I want you to tell your mother how much she means to you. Like, I want you to tell her how much of an impact she's had in your life. I want you to hug her and I want you to show her how much you truly care for her. And I want you to set up in your calendar a time slot dedicated to only her. A time slot where you can spend time with her every single week. Non-negotiable time. This is her time. So make sure that you put that event on repeat because the time slot will be dedicated to only you two. Every single week moving forward. That's a non-negotiable. Trust me that you won't regret this. That's what I did. And it has truly elevated our relationship to new levels. It has brought me closer to her. She has, we talk and talk about like life and about growing up, and I learn more about her and she learns more about me. And it's really made our relationship flourish. And the truth is that we never know how much time any of us have left on this earth. Like, we could die today, we could die tomorrow, We could die a year from now. We never really know how much time any of us have left. Like, wouldn't you want to make sure that you dedicated valuable time to the woman who brought you into this world? Like, I know yesterday was Mother's Day, and I hope you were with her. I hope if you're blessed enough to still have her around, I hope you were with her. But don't let the week go by without you seeing or talking with her again. Like, don't let yourself get so caught up with life, like I have before, that you forget the person who gave you life. Like, take what I'm asking from you seriously. For real. Like, make some time in your calendar and find a time slot that works for both of you. Like, for me, I do it every Wednesday evening. No matter what, that time is blocked out on my calendar, and I go spend time with her every single Wednesday. It's a non-negotiable. Like, I'm asking you to go do it too. It doesn't have to be on a Wednesday. It could be different for you, but find some time. Like, spend some time with her, and when you do, man, take her out for a walk. Take her out to do some exercise. Eat some healthy foods with her. Like, do things that will actually add years to her life, not subtract them. Like, laugh and share great memories with her. Treat her like the queen of your life. And if you do that, man, I promise you that there's a very high possibility that you won't live with regret whenever her time is to go. Because aside from taxes, unfortunately, death is one of those things that none of us can escape. It really is. So make sure you live with passion. Make sure you live with purpose. Make sure you care and love that person who would have given up anything to give you life, who would have gave up their own life to give you life. Like, my mom is my superhero. Isn't it time that you show yours, that she's yours too? Man, I'm driving the checkered flag deep into the ground, and I'm calling out all the motorsport enthusiasts who want to improve their situation. Let's break free from all the shit that's been holding us back, and let's prove to the world that we're some badass motherfuckers. Those of you who made it to the end of the episode, I want to say that you got yourself a win, man, and I genuinely appreciate you for investing your valuable time into the Live Wide Open podcast. This movement is called Live Your Life Wide Open, and helping others improve is the mission that God has tasked us with. We are driven individuals who are working on breaking the fucking stereotype, and we're working on becoming the best that we can be. Join me on this journey while we help as many motorsport enthusiasts as possible to create the best lives that we can imagine. Man, and if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and smash that button so that you never miss another episode. You can follow me on my Instagram. My handle is WideOpenRandy. And if you felt any connection to today's message, man, I sincerely ask that you please share this on your stories, because those are the actions that get more people to see and hear about this podcast. And ultimately, those are the actions that really help us spread the message. I'll catch up with you guys on the next episode. But till then, live your life wide open, my friends. Peace.